Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Stacy. I am the Palladian Awakener. So today let's review what is happening for the month of November and what that could possibly mean for each and every one of us. Now, just a couple things here before I dive into each and every sign. Keep in mind these are general readings and that I'm using a whole sign house system. I also use Western tropical astrology. So this might not resonate with each and every one of you. As I always say, take what resonates, leave the rest. Everyone's birth chart is very unique to you, personal to you. So it just really depends on what house system you personally prefer. So again, take what resonates and leave the rest. Watch for your ascendant, watch for your sun sign, watch for your moon sign to pull all this information together for you. And also if you have a stellium in a particular sign. So that means if you have 3 or more planets in one sign, you can certainly watch that video as well to pull even more information to paint you a different picture for the month of November. Now, if you'd like a reading tailored just to you, for you, all about you, you can get in touch with me on my website, and I'll be sure to put the link to that in the description box below. Just a couple highlights for the month I want to go over before I dive into each and every sign. We're definitely going to be talking about the new moon this month in Scorpio, the full moon this month in Gemini. Now, Mars is very, very, very active this month with both of these lunations. So do keep that in mind this month. We also have some very feisty energy when it comes to Mars, making that opposition to Uranus, and also there's going to be a square with Saturn in the mix as well. So November is might be an interesting month for sure for each and every one of us. But again, it depends on how this is going to hit you personally or professionally, depending on what you're watching for right now. So we'll talk about the lunations. We have quite a few ingresses this month. So we have Libra, Venus moving into the sign of Libra. This is her home sign, so she is very strong in the sign of Libra. We also have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. We have Pallas Athena moving into Scorpio. We have the Sun, of course, moving into Sagittarius, so it's officially Sagittarius season on the 22nd. We have Mars moving into the sign of Sag, and we also have Ceres moving into the sign of Sag. Now, another thing to keep in mind on top of this Mars active month, is this big pileup of energy into Sagittarius is incredible, very beautiful, very adventurous. However, it's going to make a square to Saturn in the sign of Pisces. So another thing just to keep in mind when all this energy piles into Sag, we might be met with a little bit of a slowdown, some restrictions, some delays. It does not mean the end of the world, you guys. It just means there's a purposeful pause here. There's purpose in delays and restrictions at this time. Speaking of Saturn, Saturn is going direct this month on November the 4th at 0 degrees of Pisces. So look to Pisces, wherever Pisces is in your chart. That's where you're going to start seeing some forward momentum when it comes to Saturn related themes and Pisces related themes. So but this is slow and steady wins the race. Whenever we talk about Saturn, it's always slow and steady wins the race because he's not a fast moving planet. We also have Vesta, who's currently in Cancer at 7 degrees of Cancer, turning retrograde on November the 2nd. And also, I don't want to forget about this eclipse energy as well. It's pretty fresh and new still. It just happened last month. We had that eclipse in Libra, eclipse in Taurus, closing out one cycle, welcoming in that new cycle of Aries and Libra eclipses. So these are activating 2 new areas of your life. If you want to dive more into the eclipses, you want more information on that, I'll be sure to put the link to my other videos in the description box below, so you can check that out if you are interested. So keep in mind, this eclipse energy will ripple out 6 months from now. So we have a little ways to go, but the further we get from October, the more the energy will wane out and lighten up, but then we'll be starting a brand new, starting into that brand new eclipse energy starting in, I believe, March, April time frame. And also one last thing I want to mention this month, super, super exciting. We have the Sun and Mars coming together in the sign of Scorpio. This is a brand new beginning when it comes to Scorpio related themes of your chart. Again, look to where Scorpio is in your personal birth chart. Look to see if you have any personal planets, placements, angles around 25 degrees. This means this new beginning is going to impact you that much more. So this is a brand new start, brand new opportunities coming down the pipe for us for the next 2 years. Just to give you a flavor of this, though, this does not come around very often. The sun coming together with Mars in the sign of Scorpio. This would have happened October, November of 1991. And then the energy would have been with us October, November of 1993. So again, a 2-year period there. So you can definitely think back to that time if you were alive and kicking at that time, or if you also, depending on how old you were as well, because if you were really, really, really young, you would have still been under the influence of your parents, or whoever's roof you were living under at that time. So anyway, the last time we had this conjunction was in Libra, October of 2021. So again, this transit happens every 2 years. It's a brand new beginning when it comes to not only Mars related themes, but also the house and the sign that it's taking place in. So again, look to Scorpio, where Scorpio is in your chart. All right, so we're going to dive into each and every sign. Okay, so why is this not moving here? Aries, let's talk about where the focus is going to be this month. So focus is going to be on 8th house, 9th house matters for you this month, Aries. So this is one of your financial houses, the 8th house. So this is to do with taxes, debts, loans, inheritance. This is also shared resources, shared money, shared property, inheritances. This is also a very deep, passionate, intimate house as well. This also rules fear, power, and control. So that's going to be your focus this month. And also when the sun transitions into that 9th house for you, this energy is going to be trining your energy, by the way, when the sun moves into Sagittarius. So this is really incredible, very beautiful energy for you. This is going to light up that house of long distance travel. This could be citizenship, immigration, anything to do with foreign matters, international matters. This could be paperwork. This could be something to do with the legal system, the court system, court paperwork. This could also have something to do with religion. This could be teaching. This could be higher education. So college or university is also covered off in this house. So that's going to be the focus for you this month, Aries. But let's talk about those moons this month. So the new moon in Scorpio is again happening in this financial house for you. So this is where you plant your seeds of intention. What do you want to manifest in this area of life for the next 6 months or so? Do you want to get rid of a debt? Now is the time to plant those seeds of intention of what you want to even get rid of, purge. This is the house of purging and get rid of things that are no longer working in your life. This is the house of transformation. This is the house of big, big, big change as well. So what do you want to get rid of, let go of, or transform or change for the better in the next 6 months or so? Now this new moon is conjunct Mars and it's opposing Uranus. This is quite a feisty transit. Usually new moon energy is quite quiet, where we go internally, we reflect. Again, we plant those seeds of what we want to grow in the next 6 months, 6 to 9 months approximately. So this is kind of a rapid moon. This is this could be quick change. This could be something coming in really quickly and disrupting the status quo, so to speak. This could be disrupting your finances in some way, shape, or form, because Uranus and Mars are both sitting in your financial axis right now, Aries. And also keep in mind, this is your personal ruling planet. You're ruled by Mars. So also keep that in mind as well. This could affect you personally as well, your physical body as well. So just also keep that in mind. If I haven't already said it, yeah, this is very feisty, super feisty energy, and also stubborn energy, because we have this happening in fixed energy. So there could be some resistance to change here. This could be some feeling like road blockages, like you can't move forward in some area of your life. And again, I have a feeling this is going to be tied to something to do with finances for you, Aries, or your material possessions, or money, your partner's money, your personal money, how you earn income, how your partner earns income. But money might be the flavor of the month around, or around this new moon, I mean. Now, the full moon in Gemini is really activating that busy third house of the mind, communication, transportation, siblings, cousins, neighbors. This is also your extended family. This is your immediate community environment that you live in. This also rules social media, the internet, and this is short distance traveling. So this is a culmination in this area of life for you, Aries. But again, this full moon is making a square to Saturn. It's actually making a T-square. So it's opposing Mars, and it's making a T-square to Saturn in your hidden psychological house of endings, of loss, of this is anything that's hidden away. So if you work in like hospitals or any sort of institutions, or even like a correctional facility, for example, as well, Aries. So something, again, and this is a culmination point. So this is an ending. This is a transition. It's just that with Mars involved, it could be quite rapid. It could be quite quick. It could be, again, this is your energy, your planet. So some of you, again, depending on what you're watching for, some of you won't really be shocked by this energy, but maybe some of you will. Now, with Saturn in the mix here, though, in that hidden 12th house, this could be psychological as well, like psychological blocks, the shadow of yourself. This could be something that you need to release and let go of, but maybe subconsciously you don't want to. So it's pretty difficult to pinpoint what exactly it is that you want to let go of. So like I said, this could manifest in multiple different ways. It depends on how this is affecting your personal chart, personally, professionally, again, depending on what you are watching for right now. Now, on to some better news with Venus in Libra. I love this for you, Aries. This is opposing your sign. This is in your opposite sign. So this is all about relationships. Venus coming into your relationship house is beautiful. You are a magnet. Your relationships are going better, which, you know, whether it's love, business, professional, even your friendships, like things, just anything to do with relations with other humans should go a little bit smoother this month, thanks to Venus. So take advantage of this energy. This also rules the seventh house. There we go. Also represents marriage, contracts, agreements, negotiations. So if there's anything you got to negotiate this month, Aries, from a business perspective, I would say take advantage of this energy for the next 4 weeks, because it's going to make you, especially with Mercury in Sagittarius there, it's going to make the language flow, the energy flow better. Again, Venus in there is going to make you very attractive to other people. Like they're going to want to, they're going to want to get in bed with you, literally or metaphorically. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, so it just depends on how this is going to activate this area of your life. But yeah, very beautiful transit with Venus going through the 7th house for you, and Libra in general, because this is the house of relationships. Now, I do want to talk about this new beginning with Mars coming together with the Sun in that Scorpio house, in this house of shared resources, shared property, finances, debts, loans, taxes, all that fun jazz. It's a very deep, passionate, intense house. And again, this is a Mars-ruled house, Aries, and this is your ruler. We're talking about a brand new beginning in this area of life. So this is going to unfold over the next 2 years. And I already mentioned all those high level themes of what the possibilities could be with 8th house Scorpio related themes. So just keep that in mind. And then also I forgot to mention Venus conjunct that south node in Libra. This happens at the end of November though. This is people coming from the back from the past, Aries. So this could be, again, past love relationships, past partnerships in general, business, friendships, old contracts coming back around, or this could even be old contracts ending, but then new ones being right there to either, I just heard revival. So I mean, maybe a contract is ending, and with Venus being there, something's going to pick back up again immediately. So the cash flow is not going to stop. It's going to continue its momentum when it comes to relationships, Aries. So I absolutely love that for you. So that is just a quick overview for the month of November. So have a fantastic month, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey Taurus, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be for the month of November. So focus is going to continue to be on relationships of all kinds. So this is friendships, this is business, work, this could be love as well. I'm also hearing for you in particular really strong, something to do with people that you surround yourself with. So like groups, associations that you belong to. This is more so 11th house, but I'm hearing it loud and clear, Taurus. So I'm just going to put it out there because it must resonate with at least one person. So that is going to be the focus this month. Also, the 7th house is marriage, contracts, agreements, and negotiations as well. Now, when the sun moves into the 8th house, the house of Sagittarius for you, this is going to light up things like finances, resources, your partner's earnings, any sort of shared property or ventures that you have with other people. Again, this could be love or business or even family as well. So the focus is really going to shift into, well, finances basically, and taxes, maybe debts, loans, intimacy. This is also inheritance as well. So that's where I think most of the focus is going to be for you this month, Taurus. I do want to talk about the moons this month because these are really interesting energies that are playing out. We have a new moon in Scorpio, again, in that house of relationships for you. Now, new moons are usually quiet times. We go in, it's more internalized energy. And we sort of reflect and we plant those seeds of intention, what we want to manifest for the next 6 months or so. So that is true. This is a new moon. So do, plant those hopes, wishes, dreams, intentions, whatever you want to call it, Taurus, around this new moon, November 13th, regarding partnerships and relationships, all walks of life, any type of relationship that is in your life at this time, or something that you want to manifest into your life at this time. The only thing is it's conjunct Mars. Mars can be a problem child at times. It depends on how we personally use this Mars energy, Taurus. And on top of that, Mars is opposing Uranus in your sign. So this is really unusual for a new moon, but this could be something happening quite rapidly. This could be a quick change, something that comes down the pipe and you got to pivot really rapidly, or you got to shift or change really rapidly. This is a really feisty transit. I'm going to put it out there. It's really, this energy is going to get people riled up in more than one way because it's opposing Uranus. And Uranus, as I always say, is the wild card. Expect the unexpected when it comes to Uranus. And Uranus is in your first house, Taurus. So it's really wild card energy for you, and it could manifest in multiple areas of your life. So this could be your physical body, your health, your well-being, home, family, foundation, family members, extended family members. Again, pouring into that relationship house, love, business, work, contracts, agreements, negotiations, marriage, or even something to do with your career or work. So as you can see, it could bleed out into multiple areas of your life, and that's because Uranus is sitting in your first house. So expect the unexpected. So I'm not dooming and glooming you here, Taurus. I'm just trying to prepare you for the energy for the month of November. Now, this full moon in Gemini in your second house, this is another financial house for you, Taurus. Now, this full moon is opposing Mars once Mars pops into Sagittarius there. And also on top of that, it's making a square to Saturn up in your 11th house of friendship circles, groups, associations, your role in these friendship circles, groups, associations that you associate with, or people that you surround yourself with. And this is also your long-term hopes, wishes, dreams, goals, things like that. So again, this full moon could be challenging depending on how this is playing out in your chart personally, depending on what you're watching for, Taurus. But again, I have a feeling this is going to have something to do with your finances, something to do with resources, maybe shared resources, your partner's income. If you get alimony or checks or government money from the government, this could be impacted at this time. This is a culmination point. This is like something coming to a head. This is a finishing, like done, moving on to something else. So this is an ending of some sorts, but it's being challenged by Saturn. So I'm not sure if this ending or transition is being resisted by external circumstances like friendship circles, or friendship circles are putting restrictions on your resources, your time, your money, Taurus, your mental well-being even. Like, so that's why I'm saying be mindful of this energy and how it's affecting you personally. And I know we can't change the external circumstances, but it's how we respond and react to it, right? So I'm just preparing you with these moons this month. This energy is going to be with us all month long, so just be mindful of that. Now on to better news and brighter news, Taurus. We have Venus. We have Venus going through your 6th house. And this is another very busy house. This is also your health. This is your pets as well. This is your day-to-day duty, responsibility, your habits, routines, diet, nutrition, work, your co-workers, your work environment is also covered here too. So this is beautiful energy for you, Taurus, for the next 4 weeks. Venus smooths over anything. Anywhere she goes in our charts, she sort of smooths over that area of life for us. So take advantage of this energy. If you want to go for that raise, Taurus, I would say do it now in November, because you might be able to articulate yourself very well, especially with Mercury being in a financial house as well, ruling other people's money as well, Taurus. So if you want to go after something when it comes to work, ambitions, projects, you want people to start noticing you, this is the time, because you're going to look very, very, very attractive. Also, Venus is your ruling planet, Taurus. So she functions very well in your sign and in Libra. So take advantage of this energy. This is also going to be very good for any type of relationship. So again, friendships, love relationships, business partnerships, work partnerships as well. So take advantage of this energy, Taurus. This is only going to be with us for 4 weeks, and then she moves into Scorpio, which is a little bit of a different flavor. Now, speaking of Venus, she's going to meet the South Node in Libra. So I'm thinking work colleagues might come back from the past, or old bosses might come back from the past, or maybe an old offer might come in, or I'm saying old meaning prior workplaces, or people that used to work with in the past. They might come back around in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if it's an offer. I don't know if it's just you bump into them. Maybe you're going for coffee or dinner or something like that. But this could be people coming back from the past in general. And this could also be love coming back from the past as well. This could even be in the 6th house, like an old habit or routine that you had that worked really well. That might also cross your mind or come back up during this transit as well, especially as she gets closer to that South Node in Libra there. So just wanted to put that out there as well. And I do want to talk about this new beginning. Mars and the Sun are coming together in your relationship house, Taurus. So think back to if you were alive, if you were, this really depends on your age, but the last time this conjunction happened, Taurus, was October, November of 1991 to October, November of 1993. So think back to that time if you're old enough. Again, maybe some of you were still living with, still under the care of a parent or an authority figure. So that's a little bit different. But if you're old enough, think back to this time, what was going on in your life. I'm not saying the same thing's going to happen, but you'll get the flavor. It's like the same flavor, that scorpionic type of flavor. And this new beginning is something to do with relationships. Again, you have a lot of energy pouring into your relationship houses, Taurus. So new beginnings, new opportunities when it comes to, again, relationships, partnerships, contracts, agreements, negotiations. So really exciting, Taurus. This is going to manifest, play out in the next 2 years. If you want to backtrack, October of 2021, we had this conjunction in Libra. And this would have been in your house of, again, day-to-day busyness, duty, responsibility, work, habits, health, diet, nutrition, things like that. Also, this just popped into my mind. Venus going through the 6th house, you could crave sweets as well, Taurus. So just be mindful of that as well. And let's see here. Yeah, this pile up in Sagittarius, this energy is going to be squaring off to Saturn. So again, this is a financial house for you, more so maybe partners' resources or other people's money, or money coming to you from other sources, such as the government, or maybe buying and selling or things like that. But again, this is taxes, debts, loans, inheritances. This is a very deep, intense house, squaring off to Saturn in your 11th. So there's some sort of tension here between groups, memberships, associations, people that you surround yourself with, people that you're affiliated with, including groups. This is also long-term goals, long-term plans, and your long-term or current hopes, wishes, and your dreams as well. I believe this house, I also just heard it, something to do with older siblings. If you have any older siblings, this could be some sort of involvement with them. But again, this is a tension aspect. This doesn't last forever, Taurus, but it will hang out here for a while until the planets move further into Sagittarius and further away from that square to Saturn. So anyway, I wish you a wonderful month, Taurus, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Okay, Gemini. So Gemini, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to continue to be on busy day-to-day duty, responsibilities. This could be your diet, health, nutrition, habits, routines. This is a very packed, busy house. Anything to do with your day-to-day falls into this house, Gemini, and also your work as well. So focus will continue to be on work and possibly even co-workers or your working environment, depending on where you work. Focus will shift once the sun moves into Sagittarius on the 22nd into your 7th house. So focus will shift on partnerships of all kinds. So love, business, work, friendships. This also puts a focus on contracts, agreements, and negotiations as well. This is also the marriage house, Gemini. Now I want to talk about these moons. The new moon in Scorpio on the 13th is a new beginning in, again, that busy day-to-day 6th house. So this could be a new beginning with work, a new beginning with health, a new beginning with diet, nutrition, a different routine. This is normally a quiet time with a new moon where we plant our seeds of intention. There's not a lot of action. We wait till this energy clears out, and then we start taking action on those goals, those seeds that we planted. Now, this new moon is conjunct Mars, and it's opposing Uranus. So this is going to be an unusual month where there's going to be a lot of action around these new moons. So this is quick, Gemini. So this is rapid change. This is also a really fiery, feisty transit. When Mars and Uranus square off, or sorry, oppose each other, this is pretty tough. This is definitely tough depending on how this manifests in your life. There could be something really quick that comes down the pipe and you have to pivot. Now, this is again happening in that busy day-to-day house for you, Gemini, in particular. So be mindful of this energy. You also could get some pretty wicked downloads, I think, with Uranus in your 12th house. I don't think this is the first time I've said this to you. Like, have a journal handy or a phone or a tablet handy so you can get these ideas, get these things that come into your mind out on paper or on a phone or something like that, because I think this is like a genius aspect with Uranus in the 12th house. You're downloading like crazy from the universe, whether you realize it or not, whether consciously or subconsciously. So another thing to also be mindful of. Now, full moon in your sign, which is really exciting. So this is a culmination point, Gemini. Because this is in your first house, and this is happening at the end of November on the 27th, this could affect really any area of your life, Gemini. So this could affect you personally, professionally, career, home life, your relationships, love, business, work, friendships. This could be something to do with your physical body. It really could be anything because it's in your first house, Gemini. So again, it depends on what you're watching for. It depends on if this full moon isn't making any aspects. But I'm going to throw in another possibility here because Mars is again talking with this full moon, an opposition in your 7th house of relationships of all kinds. So again, this could be friends. This could be coworkers, this could be bosses, this could be lovers, this could be again anyone attached to you from a relation or relationship perspective, Gemini. This could also cover off contracts, agreements, negotiations. This is also marriage, the marriage house as well, Gemini. So again, keep that in mind. And this is squaring off to Saturn in your 10th house of career. So there could be tension in your career. There could be tension in relationships. There could be tension on the home front. Again, these are big key areas of your life, Gemini. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly how this is going to manifest, but expect the unexpected. And this could, as I mentioned, this could affect multiple areas of your life, not just one area of life. So just keep that in mind. And again, I'm not trying to doom and gloom. I like to prepare people for this type of energy because sometimes you just don't know what's going to come down the pipe. So at least you could be prepared to respond, not so much react to these external circumstances that are happening. Now on to better news. We have Venus moving into the sign of Libra. So first of all, wherever Venus goes, she's attracting, okay? Now Venus is trining your energy, Gemini, and it's in your 5th house of romance, dating, creativity, self-expression, also your children. So if you have kids, Gemini, the next 4 weeks should go really well with your children of all ages. Also, if you are single, you could attract somebody into your life at this time. Now, this is just the dating phase. This isn't like full-blown, marriage and moving in together. This is just the flirty, fun stage of dating. This is meeting someone, bumping into somebody. I love this transit for you, Gemini. I think this is going to lighten the mood for you in November for sure. So lucky you having Venus in your 5th house this month because, yeah, you're definitely one of the luckier ones that has this transit this month. Now, Venus conjunct the South Node there at the end of November. So this could transpire in November or December, Gemini. This is people coming back from the past. This could be, this is a big signal to me about love, especially romance, coming back from the past, people that you had a past relationship with. So that could be a possibility. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship and are not looking to date, this could be, again, this is going to amp up your energy to maybe take on a new hobby, a new passion project, again, something to do with children, any way you express yourself, Gemini. I also heard traveling, so I'm going to throw that out there too. Maybe something to do with traveling, short distance traveling or trips at this time as well. Venus conjunct that South Node, you could revive an old project, an old hobby, and it looks like it's going to go quite well. So enjoy that Venus transit, Gemini. Now I want to talk about this new beginning that's happening between the Sun and Mars in your 6th house of, again, this is that busy, busy, busy day-to-day house, health, duty, responsibility, pets, whatever it is, this is a brand new beginning. If you're old enough, think back to October, November of 1991 to October, November of 1993. That's the last time we had this exact conjunction between the Sun and Mars. So again, new opportunities, new beginnings in this area of life that's going to manifest for you over the next 2 years. And we just had this energy, well, not just, but the Sun and Mars came together in Libra, for example, 2 years ago. So this would have been October of 2021, where you had a new beginning in Libra. So if you want to reflect on the past 2 years, and again, this is that romance house, romance, dating, flirting, creativity, self-expression. Maybe you started a family, or maybe you planted those seeds of intention to start a family and you did that within the past 2 years, whatever the case may be. This could also putting yourself out there as well, like turning a passion project into a business, a career, things like that too, Gemini. That actually might come back around too with Venus conjunct that South Node. If you thought about starting a business through a hobby or a creative endeavor or project, that might come back around this month. So keep that in mind as well. Otherwise, let's see here. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I think I already mentioned, yeah, that pile up going into Sagittarius, that's going to square off to Saturn in your 10th house of career. So again, be mindful of those tensions this month. Yeah, again, I don't want to doom and gloom it, Gemini. It really depends on how this is playing out in your chart. And this energy is also, anything in Sagittarius is opposing your energy, Gemini. So again, this energy will move. The Sun's going to move, like Mars, Mercury continue to truck along in Sagittarius. But again, it's squaring that energy up in your 10th house of career, of public reputation, whatever it is that you put out there in the world that you do, whether you're working or retired, it doesn't matter. This is your house of status and public standing, how people see you in the public. So there's a square here. There's a tension here. It will ease as the month goes on, but there might be some sort of readjustment here between your partnerships of all kinds and your career as well. So with that said, Gemini, have a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. All right, Cancer. I'm just going to take a sip. Okay, Cancer. Let's see here. Your focus this month is going to continue to be on your light-hearted 5th house, and this is trining your energy. So 5th house is, you know, having fun. This is dating. This is romance. This is pleasure. This is something to do with your children, spending time with your children. This could be creative projects. This is self-expression. This is creativity. Also, if you want to start a family, you could be continuing to think about that this month as well, Cancer. Now, as the Sun shifts into Sagittarius, this is going to shift the energy into your busy, busy day-to-day house. So focus is going to be on your health. Focus is going to be on diet, nutrition, anything that you ingest, anything that you put into the body. This is also busy day-to-day work life. So whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day basis, things and activities are going to start to pick up. This also rules your workplace, your work environment, and your coworkers as well. So in general, this is anything to do with your day-to-day Cancer is going to pick up at this time, especially with Mars moving in there, Mercury moving in there. This is going to activate that busy house for you, Cancer. So I have no doubt November and December are going to be very busy months for the Cancers out there. Now, I want to talk about these moons because they are really interesting. Mars is in the mix here with both of them. So we have a new moon in Scorpio on November the 13th. And again, this is down in your 5th house. This is a fun house. This is a lighthearted house. As I mentioned, romance, dating, self-expression, pleasure, creativity, kids, children, starting families, things like that. So this is normally a time where you set you plant your seeds of intention, Cancer, for the next, what you want to manifest for the next 6 months in this area of life, which you can still do that. But this month is unique. We have Mars hand in hand with that new moon opposing Uranus up in your 11th house. So this is rapid change coming in. This is rapid surprises, unexpected surprises or changes when it comes to this 5th house, 11th house axis. This is a very feisty energy. So also be mindful of that. This could be feisty energy coming from your children. This could be feisty energy coming from you, Cancer, or this could be feisty energy coming from your groups, friendship circles, people that you surround yourself with, maybe even the role you play in these groups or associations that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. So for you in particular, actually, this might be a little bit easier for the Cancerians this month because the 5th house, 11th house are a little bit, they're nicer houses. Let's just put it that way. They're lighter, they're fluffier, they're a little bit more fun. But that doesn't mean, Cancer, that you're off the hook. I'm just saying also these energies make nice aspects to your Cancer placements as well. But as I always say with Uranus, expect the unexpected, and Mars is that double-edged sword. It depends on how this is going to play out in your life personally, professionally, and how you use that Mars energy. But just be mindful because you might notice it, your external circumstances, more so maybe you personally. If Mars was in Cancer, that's a different story. It would be you personally, maybe getting feisty or aggressive with people. I know it's hard to believe, Cancer, right? But this might be manifesting externally, Cancer, around you. So what I'm trying to do is prepare you to respond and not so much react, right? So that's what I love about astrology, is it prepares us from a response standpoint versus a quick reaction standpoint. Now, we have a full moon in Gemini this month at the end of the month. Now, again, this one is tricky because it's opposing Mars in your busy day-to-day house. Diet, health, routines, pets, work, co-workers, the workplace, things like that. Now, this is a culmination point, Cancer. And again, this is happening in a quieter area of your chart. So it's going to be interesting how this manifests for you. This could be subconscious. You might not even... Well, you might notice this because, again, it's opposing Mars. So something might shift or pivot because, again, this is an ending. This is a transition. This is like moving on to something else. Now, it is squaring off to Saturn in your 9th house of long distance traveling. This could also be citizenship, immigration, any sort of paperwork. This could be legal matters, court matters, going to court. This could be higher education, such as university, college, or teaching as well. So this is a T-square, this full moon. So it really depends on how this is going to get expressed in your chart. But again, be mindful of this energy. It might even bubble up subconsciously. You might have strange like epiphanies suddenly, or something comes into your mindset really rapidly and you're like, where did that come from? So again, this is the subconscious sort of waking up. And again, this is a culmination point, an ending, something that needs to be let go of. But that's with that Saturn there might be some resistance to closures or endings at this time, Cancer. Now, moving on to nicer news, we're going to talk about Venus moving through the sign of Libra. So this is going to smooth over anything to do with your home, family, foundation, your extended family, relatives, things like that. Things are going to go better on the home front, Cancer, which is really nice. And also, for those of you looking to move, like you might find your perfect apartment under this transit, or your perfect home, or you might get a lead on something, a home, or a living circumstance or a living situation. Venus in here is going to attract that into your life at this time in a good way. Now, Venus conjunct the South Node. This could be somebody coming back from the past. And this could be the distant past. I'm even picking up like past life partners, because it is in that 4th house of ancestry as well. So something coming back around or coming up. So past loves, past friendships, past agreements, negotiations, I'm also picking up for some reason. Reason why I say that, because that's more of a 7th house thing. But yeah, old marriage partnerships, maybe even old relatives that you haven't seen in a long time, or that you just haven't associated with in a really long time as well. But in general, Venus conjunct the South Node, especially in Libra, this is just in general people coming back from the past, coming into your life, or even just, I don't know, running into them unexpectedly, you know, or hearing from them unexpectedly. So that could be a possibility during the next 4 weeks. Now, I do want to talk about this new beginning in Scorpio. So, or in your 5th house, I mean. So this is again that house of dating, romance, pleasure, creativity, self-expression. This is also your children, a new beginning with children. So if you want to start a family, that could be a possibility over the next 2 years. If you are old enough to remember, young enough to remember, however, I don't want to insult anyone here, but think back to October, November of 1991 to October, November of 1993. That's when we had this last transit of Mars and the Sun coming together in this house for you personally, Cancer. So I'm not saying the same thing's going to happen, but it's going to have the same flavor of that time in your life, if you can remember. Some of you probably were really, really, really young. So maybe you were under the influence of parents or authority figures or something like that. But still, you know, try to reflect what was happening back in your life. A more recent example would be 2 years ago, we had Mars and the Sun coming together in Libra. This would have been in your 4th house. So this is a new beginning. So did you move, Cancer, in the last 2 years? Was there a new beginning when it comes to family, home, foundation, place of living? This could have impacted your career as well. This could have impacted your relationships as well, love, business, friendships as well. So for you, actually, that would have been a big transit for you, Cancer. The last one there in Libra. So that was October 2021 till now, till October of 2023. Cancer is where this new beginning took place for you in Libra. This could also have been a new relationship as well. So let's see here. I think that's about it. And then we talked about Venus conjunct the South Node. Yeah, that could play out in November and December, Cancer. So I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. All right, Leo. Okay, so Leo, the focus for you this month is going to continue to be on home, family, foundation. And that's going to shift, though, once the Sun moves into your 5th house. And this is definitely a lighter house for you, Leo. And this is also trining your energy, which is beautiful. So the 5th house, this is romance, dating, self-expression, creativity. This is also the house of children, Leo. So focus could, well, continue to be on family and then shift to children in the home as well. Or if you have a career that has something to do with children, that's going to be amped up this month as well. Now, Leo, I want to talk about these moons here this month because they're very interesting. You have a new moon in Scorpio down in your 4th house of family, home, foundation, roots, ancestry. This is also the parental axis as well. So I forgot to mention focus could also be on mom, dad, authority figures in your life. But this is a new beginning, a new start. New moons are always planting our seeds of intention. What's unique though about this new moon is it's conjunct Mars and opposing Uranus. So expect the unexpected, Leo. Something's going to shift and pivot quite rapidly this month, and it's going to be tied to home, family, foundation, your career, your reputation, your status, meaning going from married to single or single to married is a possibility. This could even impact your relationships. So love, business, work, friendships, contracts, agreements, negotiations. Leo, I think this is going to be a pivotal month for you. Change is going to continue to happen for you this month. So expect the unexpected. Be prepared. I'm not dooming and glooming, Leo. I just like doing these videos to prepare you for the energy that may not be affecting you personally, which I think this energy will be affecting you personally. But for some other signs, it's more external circumstances that they're going to find themselves in. And we can't control external circumstances. We can only control how we respond, right, to those circumstances that come down the pipe. So be mindful of that this month, Leo. This full moon in Gemini has a very similar feel. We have a full moon up in your 11th house of friends, groups, associations, people that you hang out with, people that you confide in, people that you surround yourself with. This is also your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. It is opposing Mars down in your 5th house of children, romance, dating, creativity, self-expression. And it's squaring up to Saturn in your financial house. This is other people's resources. This could be your partner's resources. This could be money that you get from the government or alimony or property, inheritance, taxes, debts, loans. This is a tension aspect, Leo. So something's got to give, change, pivot. You might feel like you're resisting something, resisting this transition. You might feel it in your soul, in your core, but something's got to shift here. Something's got to go. Especially when we're dealing with the 2 malefics, something's going to pivot here in at least one or more areas of life for you in particular, Leo. So on to better news. On to better news, Leo. We have Venus moving into your 3rd house. This is a really busy house. So anything to do with day-to-day communication, text messages, emails, phone calls. This is also transportation. This is siblings, cousins, neighbors, the community, your environment, the people that, again, community that surrounds you, so to speak, your neighborhood. Also short distance traveling, and this is education, and this is also teaching as well, Leo. So all of those things should go a lot smoother this month thanks to Venus in this sign. Venus is going to help you also articulate yourself very well, and even with Mars in Sagittarius, you're going to be able to, your language is going to shift to a more lighthearted speech. Which is really beautiful as well. So you'll be very, I think, Leo, you're going to be very attractive this month when you talk, when you speak, if you do presentations or if you teach in any way, shape, or form. I think you're going to be very attractive at this time. 3rd house is also social media. So if you do put yourself out there like YouTube or any sort of courses you do online, or recording yourself, I think, yeah, it's going to go very, very well for you this month, Leo. So take advantage of this energy. This is for the next 4 weeks. Venus conjunct the South Node. I'm just going to put it out there. This is usually people coming back from the past. So this could be relatives you haven't seen from a long time. Love that you haven't seen in a long time, like old flings you haven't seen in a long time. neighbors you haven't seen in a long time. Really, it could be any area of life because it is your third house. It is like the intimate environment around you. So you might just happen to bump into somebody from your past, Leo. So just keep that in mind. This could be November or December because the energy is active at the end of November. But I mean, sometimes this happens before the transit or after the transit, Leo. And last but not least, I want to talk about this new beginning that's happening in Scorpio. This is, again, that fourth house, a home, family, foundation, Leo. So again, this is in a prominent house for you, so it could really activate multiple areas for you. But at the end of the day, this is a new beginning when it comes to home, family, foundation. So if you want to move, Leo, plant those seeds of intention now. This transit is 2 years, so you have 2 years to manifest this. If you want, if you can, think back to October, November of 91 to October, November of 1993. That's when we had this transit, Leo. It just popped into my head. Also something to do with your parents. This could be a new beginning with regards to a mom or a dad or an authority figure in your life as well. So anyway, as I was saying, if you are young enough, old enough, I don't want to insult anybody here by throwing out ages, but if you can think back to 1991 to 1993, you might get a similar flavor of what might be coming down the pipe now. It's not going to be the same thing, you guys. It's definitely not going to be the same thing, so don't panic about that. But I'll give you a more recent example. October of 2021 is when we had this conjunction in Libra. So this is, again, that busy day-to-day third house of communication, the mindset. You would have planted those seeds of intention 2 years ago, Leo. So, you can think back over the last 2 years of third house matters, what manifested for you over the last 2 years. Did you get a YouTube channel up and running? Did you put yourself out there on social media? Did you start an educational pursuit? Did you start a teaching pursuit? Did you move? Do you have new neighbors surrounding you at this time? New environment, things like that. Traveling, short distance traveling. Did that pick up for you over the last 2 years? So anyway, I think that's about it, Leo. I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Virgo. So Virgo, let's talk about where I think the focus is going to be for you this month. It's going to continue to be in your busy third house of communication, transportation, the mindset, siblings, cousins, neighbors, relatives, the environment, your immediate environment around you at this time. That's going to be the focus. Also, internet, social media, if I didn't already say that, and techie gadgets, things like that. Then the focus is going to move, Virgo, in the middle of the month to home, family, and foundation. So those are going to be key areas this month to that I think you're going to focus on. Also, I want to talk about these moons. New moon in Scorpio. Now, this is a new beginning in that busy third house that I just mentioned. The only surprise element here is it's conjunct Mars, and it's across the sky from Uranus. So expect the unexpected, Virgo. Maybe you unexpectedly have to travel somewhere. Maybe you could, and this could be short distance or long distance. Maybe you unexpectedly are pushed into the spotlight and you have to respond. You have to pivot. The ninth house technically is the house of the gods. So yeah, I'm actually hearing in my mind you could get famous really quick, but I don't know if that's for every single one of you, because it really depends on what you're watching for right now, and it depends on how this is affecting your chart personally. But this is your travel houses. This is your expansion houses. So learning, teaching, educational pursuits, putting yourself out there, the internet, reaching a wide audience, Virgo. So keep that in mind. This is also a very feisty transit though. This is rapid, rapid, rapid change. Do be careful, Virgo, traveling, however you get around. So this could be walking, biking, transportation, planes, trains, automobiles, okay? Be very careful, be very mindful of transportation around this time as well. Now, the full moon in Gemini, this is up in your career sector, Virgo. So this is a culmination point. This is an ending. This is a transition when it comes to a career related matter, or even a status, maybe. You know, maybe some of you divorce paperwork finally came through and you're officially separated, single, or vice versa. This could be a culmination point that you're off the market and you're with somebody else, or marriage, or things like that. This could be if you're retired. It's anything that you put out there in the public eye, Virgo. So this is an ending. This is a culmination point. But again, this is opposing Mars down in your 4th house of home, family, foundation. And it's making a square to Saturn in your relationship house, Virgo. So there could be tension on the home front, tension in your career, tension on a work matter, tension with a boss or somebody in authority. This could also be something to do with a parental figure in your life, mom, dad, authority figures. This could be a love relationship. This could be a friendship, contracts, agreements, negotiations. Virgo, this is hitting big areas of your chart. So it depends on, again, how this is activating your chart personally, and if it's hitting any of your personal planets, points, or angles in your chart. So be prepared, Virgo. I'm not saying horrible things are going to come down the pipe. I just like preparing everybody with these videos. That's the whole point of astrology, is to better understand the energy that's coming down the pipe so we can respond, not so much react to our external circumstances. And this is the universe's way to push us in a new direction of destiny, fate, fortune, things like that too, Virgo. Now on to better news. Let's talk about Venus moving through your 2nd house of Libra. This is an excellent transit for finances, Virgo. So you're going to start attracting more money into your life at this time. This is really great for relationships as well, because this is Libra. And Venus here as well is really good for self-worth and any sort of beauty treatments as well, Virgo. If you've been putting that off on the back burner, the next 4 weeks looks really good for those type of aesthetic treatments as well, especially of the face. Now, Venus conjunct the South Node, Virgo, in short, this could be people coming back from the past. This could be money coming back from the past that's owed to you. This could be relationships coming back from the past, friendships, groups, associations that you belong yourself with. This could even be somebody at a distance, at a greater distance, getting in touch with you, or somebody that you haven't seen in a really long time. You either bump into them or you hear from them. Yeah, it might be quite incredible once Venus approaches that South Node for you, in particular, Virgo. Let's see here. And keep in mind that energy will be with us for November and December as well. So if nothing happens for you this month, something might come back from the past in December for you. Last but not least, I want to talk about this new beginning that's happening in that 3rd house of, again, community, your environment, siblings, cousins, neighbors, transportation, short distance traveling. There's a new beginning here that's starting for you, Virgo. Think back to October, November of 1991 to October, November of 1993, if you were old enough, or if you were alive back then. This would have been a very similar transit back then to now. The exact same thing is not going to happen, but it kind of might give you a flavor of something that might be coming down the pipe at this time. Now, this is a new beginning, a new opportunity though, Virgo. So you put the wheels in motion this time. You are in control this time. You are in the driver's seat this time, Virgo. And the reason why I say that is because obviously a lot of us were a hell of a lot younger. How many years ago? Back in 91. to 93. So I feel like you're going to be more in control of this new beginning, Virgo. So very exciting. This is going to play out over the next 2 years in your life. And to give you a recent example, Mars and the Sun came together in Libra beginning of October of 2021 to October of 2023. So that would have been a new beginning from a financial endeavor or something to do with a relationship or a partnership or an agreement or contract or negotiation, or even a marriage for you, Virgo. But definitely tied to money, resources, work, your self-worth. It could even be beauty as well. So I think that's about it, Virgo. So I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Libra. All right, Libra. So your focus this month is going to continue to be on money. Money matters. This is also work, day-to-day work as well. And what else here? Also your material possessions as well, Libra. That's where the focus is going to be too. And then the focus is going to transition to your third house. This is a busy house. This is community. This is your neighborhood. This is your neighbors. This is siblings. This is cousins. This is relatives. This is also transportation, so vehicles and short distance traveling. This is education and teaching as well. This is also social media and the internet. So that's going to be the focus for you this month, Libra. I do want to talk about these moons. They are very interesting. You got a new moon in your financial house. So plant those seeds of intention when it comes to work, when it comes to money, when it comes to resources and your material possessions. Now, the interesting thing here is Mars is conjunct the new moon. Uranus is opposing the new moon. Libra, your finances are going to be impacted here. Your personal finances or finances that you share with other people. This could even be a partner's income at this time. This could be shared resources, debt, taxes, loans, property, inheritance. This is a deep intimacy type of house as well. So I'm going to say expect the unexpected here, Libra. I'm not trying to doom and gloom you here, okay? I just want to be clear. I just want you to be prepared for this energy because it's feisty. It's rapid change. It could be stubborn energy. It could be with Mars in the mix. Mars severs and cuts wherever he goes. You could be blowing a lot of money this month. I'm just putting it out there to prepare you for this energy, Libra. So just be mindful this month, anything to do with your resources, I'm going to say. Now, the full moon in Gemini, this is your 9th house of higher education, teaching. This is also traveling, but this is long distance traveling. This is international matters. This is religion as well. This is philosophy, like this is also the house of the gods, Libra. So this is a culmination point for you. Something is coming to an ending. Something is coming to a conclusion in this point. This is also the legal system, law, court papers, something that you put in motion quite a few months ago could be coming to a culmination point at this time. But again, it's opposing Mars in your 3rd house. And it's making a T-square to Saturn in your 6th house of work, health, pets, anything to do with your day-to-day, Libra. So there could be some tension with a court-related matter. This could be some tension with traveling, whether it's long or short distance. This could be tension in the workplace, tension with a coworker. This could have something to do with your physical body, your health, your diet, nutrition. This could have something to do with a pet, even, Libra. This could have something to do with a neighbor, a relative, a sibling, a cousin, a relative. This could have something to do with social media. At this time, I don't think it's a good idea to go off on social media. You might get backlash. I'm not saying it's an absolute, but with Mars in the mix, you're going to have a really sharp tongue. Your communication is going to be sharp, short, sweet, to the point. Some people might not like it. Some people might not respond to it very well, Libra. So please be mindful of this, especially this month. It's going to be a sensitive month for a lot of people. And even if this doesn't affect you personally or professionally, you'll see it in your external circumstances. So what I love about astrology is it prepares us for external circumstances so we can respond, not so much react to what's happening externally, because we can't control what's happening in our external environment. All we can control is how we react, how we communicate, and how we respond, right? So keep that in mind, Libra. Again, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, just it is what it is. That's how the energy is falling this month, unfortunately. But I have some fabulous news for you, Libra. Fabulous. Your ruler, Venus, is going into your first house for the next 4 weeks. Venus is going to make you so attractive, Libra. This is your planet. This is your ruling planet. So she functions so well in your sign. Beauty treatments, you know, whether it's tattoos or piercings or surgeries or any cosmetic endeavor you want to take on, I'd say do it in the next 4 weeks or so. But again, do be cautious with that Mars energy, Mars and Uranus energy as well. I wouldn't dive into anything crazy, but anyway, Venus is going to make you attractive. Venus is like the great attractor. She's going to attract people into your life. She's going to attract money into your life. She's going to make you look very beautiful. She's going to make you feel very beautiful. If you've had any health issues lately, she should smooth that over for you at this time. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good month for you, Libra. But again, there's sweet and sour aspects here this month with, like I said, the Mars being involved, the Uranus being involved. We got, you know, those wild card energies as well this month. So keep that in mind. Now, Venus conjuncting the South Node. This could be people coming back from the past. This could be all walks of life. This could be work colleagues coming back from the past. This could be friendships coming back from the past. This could be love coming back from the past. This could even be something tied to your diet, like something tied to the body coming back around, and then you using it again or revitalizing it or tweaking it or something along those lines. So keep that in mind. This energy will be with us for November and December as well. And then last but not least, I want to talk about that new beginning with Mars conjunct the Sun in your second house of finances, of resources, of money, of work. So Libra, this is a brand new beginning on the money front. This is beautiful energy for you. This is going to play out over the next 2 years. This is a 2-year cycle. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, think back to October, November of 1991 to October, November of 1993. If you were alive back then, or old enough back then to remember, this might have a similar theme, but it's not going to be the exact same thing that plays out. So just keep that in mind. And again, the last time this happened actually was in your sign, October of 2021. So what new beginning did you start in October of 2021 that manifested up until this point? Because that's approximately a 2-year transit. So all in all, Libra, I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. All right, Scorpio. So Scorpio, if you are celebrating a birthday this month, I want to wish you a very happy birthday and a fantastic year ahead. And Scorpio, let me tell you, you have a brand new beginning with your ruling planet in your first house, conjunct the Sun. This is a fabulous time for all the Scorpios out there. Oh my God, this is a new beginning. This is new opportunity. This is doors opening up for you, Scorpio, in multiple areas of your life. So be excited, get excited. I have no doubt you're going to be feisty this month. I have no doubt. Mars is so active this month, Scorpio. It's just, yeah, I think you're going to have a busy, energetic, possibly, dare I say, dramatic month ahead. Okay, but you have that brand new, beautiful beginning with Mars conjunct the Sun. This is incredible, Scorpio. Incredible for you, especially to have this in your birthday season. This is just off the charts. Awesome. I don't know how else to say it. But keep in mind, this is not instant. This is a 2-year cycle, Scorpio. So just keep that in the back of your skull there. Okay, your focus this month. Your focus is going to continue to be on you. And this could impact any area of your life. So career, your relationships, home, family life, your children, you personally, you professionally, your physical body, your health, your well-being. That is going to continue to be the focus for this month. And then the focus shifts into your money house on November 22nd. So money is going to be on your mind. Work is going to be on your mind. Maybe even self-worth is going to be on your mind as well. Now, these moons are really interesting this month. We have a new moon in your sign. This is your new moon, Scorpio. This is your new moon. It doesn't matter when your birthday falls or where your birthday falls, or if you're watching for your ascendant or sun or moon. This is your personal new beginning. So set those seeds, plant those seeds of intention, Scorpio. The only bump or kick here is that your ruler is right up against this new moon, and it's opposing Uranus in your 7th house of relationships. So this is a wild new moon. This is really unusual for a new moon. Usually new moons are a little bit quieter, but with Mars there, your ruler, and Uranus is like shaking up the party, Scorpio. So this is rapid change coming in. This is a really feisty energy, especially for you. Like Mars being in the 1st house, you might come off really strong, really aggressive, whether you realize it or not. Now, mind you, you're not Aries. If you were Aries, you'd be really like projecting this energy. Mars in a water sign is more internalized. So I'm thinking passive aggressive behavior you got to watch out for. But you also have to watch out for, you know, external circumstances changing and how you react and respond to that with Mars being in your 1st house, because Mars is going to fire your ass up, Scorpio. It's going to make you feisty and fiery. And Uranus in your 7th house of partnerships. Expect the unexpected when it comes to business partnerships, work partnerships, marriage partnerships, love, friendships, even contracts, agreements, negotiations, Scorpio. So just be mindful of this energy. It's quite feisty. It definitely is feisty energy. Now, the full moon in Gemini, this is happening in a financial house for you. This is more so other people's finances. So like your partner's finances, or you know, money, if you get money from the government or alimony or other resources. This could be anything shared with a partner. This is property, inheritance, taxes, debts, loans. This is a very deep, intimate house. Power struggles, obsessions, fears are also in this house as well. So this is a culmination, Scorpio. This is a finishing. This is like the finish line in this area of life. So maybe you wiped out a debt. Maybe you got rid of a debt, or something is coming to a culmination point when it comes to your partner's resources or partner debt or shared resources, property. Again, taxes, debts, loans, something's coming to a head. Something's coming to a peak at the end of the month. Now, again, this is opposing your ruler when Mars pops into your 2nd house in Sagittarius there. So you could be blowing a lot of money this month, so be mindful of that. You could be separating assets this month. Excuse me. Separating shared assets, or selling assets, getting rid of things, because Mars severs and separates. So again, Scorpio, expect the unexpected with these new moons. or sorry, new moon and the full moon, the moon's period this month. It's going to be quite an active month, I feel like, for especially you, because you are ruled by Mars. Now, some good news here is Venus moving into the sign of Libra. This is great for relationships, Scorpio. This is great for relating to anybody, any and all walks of life in your life. This is good for the subconscious mind. This is good for taking like a mental health break, a mental health day. This is good for pampering yourself, your body, your mind, your soul. This is going to help with any sort of transition you have to do this month regarding loss. So if you have to sell something or part with something, or if you're severing assets or separating assets, I feel like Venus here is going to, from a subconscious perspective, help you get through this in a good way. Now, Venus is also an attractor, so she could attract, actually, this could be a secret relationship, Scorpio. This could be starting a secret relationship behind closed doors. This could also be this could also attract a really fantastic social worker or therapist or counselor in your life at this time. Really good time to find people like this that could help you out when it comes to mental health endeavors, if that resonates with you. Now, Venus conjunct the South Node. This is people coming back from the past, all walks of life. So this could be, again, love, business, work, friendships coming back from the past, Scorpio. So keep that in mind this month. And let me just see here. We already talked about the Mars-Sun conjunction. That's a brand new beginning happening in your first house. That could really be anything. If I didn't mention it earlier, this could also be diet. Something to do with diet, your body, eating healthier, taking, exercising, things like that. Actually, exercising would be good this month for you, Scorpio. You need to move that energy. You have to move that energy. You cannot sit still this month. You have to move that energy out of your body. I guess you don't have to, but you'll feel it if you just sit around and let this energy build inside your body at this time. Let me just see here. There could also be frustration with something to do with money and your kids. Mixing money with kids, children with kids, or money and your hobbies, your creative projects, creative endeavors. Could be a bit of a struggle here as well, or something to do with romance, dating, mixing money with maybe a new love, or loaning somebody, like a new love partner, somebody that you barely know but just started dating, loaning them money. There might be some tension there. To be honest, I don't know if that's a good idea, Scorpio, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just putting it out there. So all in all, Scorpio, I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Okay, Sagittarius. All right. So Sagittarius, if you are celebrating this month a birthday, I want to wish you a very happy, wonderful birthday and a fantastic year ahead. So Sagittarius, once the sun moves into your sign, oh my goodness, you're going to just light up like a Christmas tree. You are going to get your groove back starting on November 22nd. You might even feel this before the 22nd. You got a lot of energy piling into your sign. You got Mars, you got Mercury, you got the sun, all piling into your sign this month, Sag. So you're going to get your groove back. You're going to get your light back. You're going to get your adventurous side. There we go, back, Sag. So that is super exciting for you this month. Now, the new moons this month are a little bit tricky. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, Sagittarius. We got a new moon in your hidden house, in your hidden 12th house. This is conjunct Mars before Mars hops into your sign, and this is opposing Uranus in your 6th house of busy day-to-day duty responsibility. This is coworkers, this is work, this is diet, health, habits, routines, nutrition, even your pets. So big house here, Sag. Now, New moons are all about going in, planting those seeds of intention. It's quiet. Let's just put it that way. It's quiet. Now, with Mars and Uranus, it's not going to be quiet. It's going to be, this could be more rapid change coming down the pipe. This could be something coming out of the blue unexpectedly, and you have to respond to that. This could be a communication coming in really fast. This could be something to do with work that you got to pivot, move. This could really be anything to do with your day-to-day, Sag, because you have Uranus in that 6th house. So expect the unexpected. I'm not dooming and glooming this transit, Sag. I'm all about preparing people for the energy. We can't control the energy. We can't control the planets. We can't control external circumstances. All we can control is how we respond, how we react to these situations, right? So that's all I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to prepare you, Sag. So you are definitely going to have, I heard fireworks, firecracker. I think you're going to start off your new birthday year with a bang. Let's just put it that way. So it's not going to be dull, Sagittarius. It's definitely going to be a month full of excitement and movement. But yeah, just be prepared to pivot in multiple areas of your life. Now, the full moon in Gemini, this is a culmination point. This is an ending. This is a transition when it comes to partnerships, love, business, work, a friendship, or an ending of a contract, agreement, negotiation. This is also the house of marriage, but I'm not saying all of you are getting freaking divorced. That's not possible. But it is the house of marriage, and this is a culmination point. So this full moon is going to oppose Mars in your 1st house, Sagittarius, and it's going to make a T-square down to Saturn in your 4th house of home, family, foundation. So at the end of November, there could be some tension in the workplace. There could be tension with a boss. There could be tension in the home with a child, with a parent, with mom, dad, parental figures in your life. This could also, what did I miss here? Anything to do with your partnership. So yeah, love, business, work, friendships. Again, this could have something to do with contracts, agreements, negotiations. Regardless, this could be hitting multiple areas of your life, Sagittarius. So be prepared for this tension, this transition. It's almost like there's a transition that has to happen, but you're resisting it, whether you know it or not, whether it's conscious or not. Or it could be a family member that's difficult to deal with, whether this is a child, a parent, a partner, a love partner, a friend, things like that, somebody in the home. This is just tension. So just be mindful of this energy, Sagittarius. Again, I'm not trying to doom and gloom. I'm just trying to prepare everybody for this energy that's coming down the pipe in November. Now, the good news is Venus is moving into Libra, her home sign. She's very strong in Libra. So this is actually going to help your relationship, Sagittarius. This is going to help smooth things over. This is going to help you articulate yourself well. With Mercury in your sign, you'll be able to speak the truth, but in a lighter way. Not so sharp, not so, well, you'll be direct, but it'll be easier to take from other people's perspectives, which is really beautiful. Also, any troubles with friendships or groups, associations that you belong to, this is going to help smooth things over in this area of life as well. Venus conjunct that south node. This could be friends coming back from the past, like people that you haven't seen in a long time. This could be groups, associations that you haven't communicated with in a long time. Could be them coming back around into your life or bumping into them in some way, shape, or form. This could be in November or December. And because it's Libra, I have to put it out there, this could be love coming back from the past, relationships coming back from the past. This could be not only friends, but lovers or old bosses or work colleagues coming from the past as well. Could be even old contracts, agreements, negotiations coming back from the past, from the past for you as well, Sagittarius. And then last but not least, There's a new beginning here in your quiet house, the 12th house there, where Mars and the Sun are coming together. Now, this is really interesting for you, Sag. 12th house is pretty hidden, so this could be a new start when it comes to shadow work, psychological work. This could have a flavor of finances, debts, taxes, loans, a partner's resources. This could also have a flavor, something to do with children, a new beginning with children, or creativity or self-expression in your life, how you express yourself. Or this could even be something to do with even starting a family as well, if you haven't already done that, Sagittarius. Or turning a business, a hobby into a business, something along those lines as well. Because it's hidden away, it's hard to pinpoint. This could be, again, subconscious or conscious. It just depends on how this transit is affecting your chart personally, Sagittarius. But all in all, this is a brand new beginning. Think back to October, November of 1991 to October, November of 1993. That's when this transit took place in your 12th house. I know that was a long time ago, right? Some of you probably weren't even alive back then, but depending on your age, maybe some of you were pretty young. But regardless, if you can remember and reflect back to that time period, maybe some of you were under your parents' discretion, right? It might have a similar feel, not the exact same thing, but a similar feel to it at this time. More recently, 2 years ago, so October 2021 to October 2023, you had this new beginning in your 11th house of friends, groups, associations, anybody that you surround yourself with, and your role in these groups, friendship circles that you belong to. Also your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, Sagittarius. So that would have been a more recent example, but different sign, different energy, different house of life for you. Otherwise, Sagittarius, I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. All right, Capricorn. So Capricorn, let's talk about where your focus could be this month. So 11th house is going to continue to be the focus. Friends, groups, associations, people that you surround yourself with, like-minded individuals. This is also your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your big long-term planning and goals for the future, Capricorn. Now, the sun is going to move into your 12th house. So this is a bit of a hidden house. You're ramping up, or I should say you are closing out. That's a better way to say it, Cap. So you're closing out a cycle to prepare for your birthday month. And it doesn't matter if you're watching for your sun sign, moon sign, or ascendant. Once the sun touches your sign, it's going to bring life back into your sign, back into your body, back into your soul and your heart. So Capricorn, this is you're going to start quieting down, if that's a word, quieting down, simmering down. Take the rest you need, rest, relax, recuperate, take care of yourself, take care of your body, Capricorn, slow down. I know nobody wants to hear that on the Capricorn side, but this will force you to retreat a little bit. So be mindful, like I said, of your health, colds and things like that, especially this time of year. So that's going to be the focus. Also, if you're interested to do shadow work, work with a psychologist, a social worker, or a counselor, excellent time to do this starting on November 22nd. Excellent time to put that spotlight on the shadow parts of your psyche, so to speak, or do subconscious work or hypnotherapy or past lives or things like that. Now, Capricorn, we got 2 tricky moons this month. I'm not going to lie. We got a new moon in Scorpio in your 11th house of friends, groups, community members. This also covers social media, future long-term planning, things like that. So this is normally a time you plant your seeds of intention, and you can do that. But this is going to be interesting. We have Mars in the mix. We have Uranus opposing this new moon. So expect the unexpected, Capricorn. There might be something that comes down the pipe really quick that you got to pivot. You got to move. You got to change. This is rapid change. This is really feisty, fiery energy. And again, this could be coming from friends, groups, people that you hang out with, or this could be coming from a child, a romantic partner that you just started dating, something to do with hobbies, creative projects. Actually, if you get any downloads, try to get them out, Capricorn, at this time. That's another possibility. But regardless, this is just an unusual new moon. So just be prepared for either like external circumstances happening. The 5th house, 11th house is not negative or bad energy. So I think you are one of the signs similar to Cancer where I don't think this energy is going to be that impactful to you personally, Capricorn, but I think you might see it in external circumstances. That's kind of my guess at this time. So again, we can't control external circumstances. So all we can control is how we respond and react. So again, I'm not trying to doom and gloom here. November is a different energy month, okay? It's not a fluffy, bunny, fuzzy, candy cane month, okay? It's a little bit tougher with Mars in the mix here because it's just, you don't know what's going to happen. And same with Uranus. Well, you know what? It depends on you, Capricorn. It depends on how you use your Mars energy, how you use this energy, basically. Are you going to react or are you going to respond? So the choice is yours, basically, around these moons, around these lunations this month. Now, the full moon in Gemini, so this is an ending, this is a culmination point, this is a peak moment, this is happening in your work. This could be a change in the workplace, change with work, something to do with your diet, your health, your routines, your habits. There's clearly a shift or a pivot that's going to happen with your day-to-day life, Capricorn, in November. Something's going to change. Now, again, this is opposing Mars in that 12th house. This is a quieter house, but I feel like for you, this could be a change on the home front, a change definitely in routine, anything to do with your day-to-day stuff that you do on a day-to-day level. This could, again, be something tied to your long-term goals, long-term planning, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, something you got to pivot and change here. Could be involved with friends or groups or circles that you belong to or that you associate with, or this could change your role within your friendship circles, your role within these groups and associations and memberships and clubs and organizations that you personally belong to, Capricorn. Now, on to better news. Capricorn, you have Venus moving into your career house. This is fantastic. This is fantastic for dealing with bosses. If you want to ask for a raise, Capricorn, if you want to raise your rates, now is the time to do it over the next 4 weeks while Venus is transiting the 10th house. This could also be smoother transactions when it comes to your parents, mom, dad, or any sort of authority figure in your life. Your relationship should go a little bit easier this month. So that includes love, business, and friendships as well. And with your parents, if they are in your life still, or elders, your relationships with all these people should go smoother. Venus attracts, so Capricorn, you should be attracting more work, more money into your life at this time. And Venus meeting the South Node at the end of November, so this could manifest in November or December. This could be people coming back from the past, so bosses, work coming back from the past, or people that you used to work with in the past coming back around. Now, again, I have to put it out there because it's Libra. This could be old love, old flings coming back around, coming back into your life in some way, shape, or form, or you hearing from them in some way, shape, or form, Capricorn. This could be also old friends coming back around too, people that you haven't seen, just people in general you have not seen in a long time, they could be coming back into your life, and this could touch any area of your life, Capricorn. So that'll be something to look forward to. I'm always intrigued when people come back from the past and it's like, okay, what's the purpose here, right? What's the universe trying to tell me here? So, and let me just see here. And then Capricorn, this new beginning, this Mars Sun conjunction is happening in your 11th house. So again, this is friends, groups, community, memberships, your role within the groups, hopes, wishes, dreams, social media, the future. It's anything that supports you, Capricorn. This is a new beginning. This is a brand new beginning in this area of your life. Think back to October, November of 1991, October, November 1993, the 2-year span there. Similar themes could be coming up at this time. And again, if you were alive or not alive, or I don't know, it depends on your age back then, try to reflect on what happened. There could be similar themes coming up at this time, but not the same thing, not the same thing at all. But in short, Capricorn, this is just the new beginning in that 11th house of friends, friendship circle. So new people coming into your life at this time. To give you a more recent example, Capricorn, think back to October of 2021 to October of 2023, right now. This new beginning started in Libra, your 10th house of career, public reputation, status, retirement. Did you retire? Are you retired now? Are you officially retiring? Did you go from married to single, single to married? Did you switch jobs, Capricorn? Actually, I have no doubt Capricorn's had some sort of big change in their career or with bosses or authority figures in their life over the last 2 years, or even a parent. Did a parent go through a big transition, a big change, a big move in the last 2 years of your life? And this could also be any sort of relationship because it's the sign of Libra, Capricorn. So anyway, I will end there, and I wish you a wonderful November, Capricorn, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. All right, Aquarius. So Aquarius, let's see here where your focus is going to be this month. It's going to continue to be on career. Yeah, it's going to continue to be on work, something to do with your parents, father figures, mother figures, authority figures, bosses, your status, you know, married to single, single to married, or single to a relationship or something like that. That's going to continue to be your focus this month. Now, starting on the 22nd of November, Aquarius, your focus is going to shift to friendship circles, groups, members, people that you associate with, also your role in these groups and associations that you hang out with, or mingle with, or mix with, whatever you want to call it. Also, focus is going to go to, like, what are your long-term goals, Aquarius? What do you want to achieve? This could be long-term planning, future planning, hopes, wishes, dreams, things like that. Aquarius also fall in the 11th house as well. So that's where the focus is going to be this month, Aquarius. Now, we have 2 interesting new moons this month. We have a new moon in your career sector this month, Aquarius. So plant those seeds of attention of what you want to manifest in your career over the next, 6 months or so. The only interesting thing here is it's conjunct Mars and it's opposing Uranus down in your 4th house, Aquarius. So this is a really feisty transit. You're going to be fired up. Yeah, I'm going to put it out there, Aquarius. You're going to be fired up when it comes to career matters, when it comes to dealing with bosses. I'm going to put it out there. Be careful, Aquarius, dealing with bosses. If you are the boss, okay, then you might be like, be mindful of how you're coming off. Because with Mars in that 10th house, you're going to be super spicy. You're going to be super feisty. You're going to be like calling the shots left, right, and center. And people might not appreciate that, or they might take you the wrong way, your intentions. But this could be also something to do with home, family, foundation. Expect the unexpected, basically, Aquarius. And this is hitting some big key areas of your life. So rapid change, more change coming in, feistiness coming in, whether it's you or other people. Be aware of your surroundings, be aware in the workplace, be aware of how you project, how you're coming off to people in authority, bosses, the government, I don't know, police officers, things like that, anybody that you deal with at a higher level, authoritative level. Just be mindful around this new moon, and I'm going to say all month long, Aquarius. And I'm not trying to doom and gloom. That's just how the energy is playing out this month. So this is what I love about astrology, is it's here to warn, not so much to like panic. Like, it is what it is. We can't control the energy. We can't control external circumstances. But what we can control is how we react, how we respond to these circumstances, right? Now, the full moon in Gemini, this is happening in your 5th house. This is actually really nice energy for you, Aquarius, because it's trining your planets, placements, points, if you have anything around 4 degrees of Aquarius. So this is a culmination point, though. So this is, if you're dating someone, this is taking the relationship to the next level, like moving in. Or maybe this is, you know, if you are dating somebody new, this is maybe severing that relationship and moving on to somebody else. It's a possibility, because full moons are endings. They're transition periods. This could have something to do with children, creativity, self-expression as well. Not so much, you know, it's not always about dating and romance and flirting and stuff like that. It could also be something to do with, excuse me, your kids, your creative projects, hobbies, or maybe turning a hobby into a business or a side hustle. That could be a possibility too. Whatever it is, it's a culmination point. It's an ending. It's a transition, but it's opposing Mars in your 11th house. So again, this could be feisty energy at this time, Aquarius, and it's making a tension aspect to your money house. So again, this could be tension with something to do with work, tension with money, resources, material possessions, children, creative projects, creative endeavors, something to do with the family, or again, something to do with your friends, your groups, people that you hang out with. This could also be social media, tension coming up on social media. I would say watch how you respond or react to social media. I would just watch what you put out there on the internet. I'm just going to put it out there, Aquarius. So be mindful of the moons this month. It's going to be an interesting month, and like I said, very feisty energy this month. It's definitely not going to be a boring month. I think it's going to be a pretty active month. Now, let's see here. Better news. Better news, Aquarius. We have Venus hopping into Libra. Now, I love this energy for you in particular because it's trining your planets, placements, points, angles, whatever you're watching for right now in Aquarius. Venus is going to infuse you with that incredible, harmonious, beautiful energy. So this is popping into your 9th house, though. So you could find love in international places, like away from your place of living. You could find love in international waters, or like I said, out of town in some respect. This could also be, actually, this is really nice for long distance traveling or trips, or higher education, college, university, teaching, the legal system. If you're in court battles or anything like that, Aquarius, things should start to smooth over, at least for the next 4 weeks or so. So take advantage of this energy. And also Venus transiting the South Node in Libra. She'll do that at the end of the month. This is going to be interesting because this is bringing people back from the past. So this could be old love relationships coming back from the past, especially at a distance. This could be old friends, again, you have not seen in a really long time. This could be just people in general coming back from the past. And for you, Aquarius, it could be tied to home, family, foundation as well. And also, I forgot to mention, Venus in the 9th house is really great for paperwork, like immigration, citizenship, court matters, legal matters. That helps. Venus really helps being in this sign as well. So Venus in the South Node basically means people coming back from the past. It's not an exact science, but it's a possibility, Aquarius. So do be on the lookout for that as well. Now, I want to jump to this new beginning in your 10th house of career. You have a new moon there. So this is a new beginning when it comes to your career, public reputation, status, maybe even something to do with your parents, parental figures in your life, mom, dad, or authority figures in your life. There could be new bosses entering your life. So this is a new beginning, Aquarius, and this is hitting your 10th house, your highest point in your chart, a very public house. So you could be transitioning to retire at this time, or maybe you've already done that. And this is like it, and you're starting a brand new chapter in retirement. This could be also planning for retirement because this is a 2-year transit, Aquarius. But this could really affect any area of your life besides a new career endeavor over the next 2 years. This could be something to do with the home, something to do with family, something to do with children, something to do with relationships. So love, business, friendships. Again, or something to do with bosses or authority figures in your life, Aquarius. So this is a new beginning. Think back to October, November of 1991 to October and November 1993. That's when we had a similar conjunction in your 10th house. Now, this is, of course, if you were alive, depending on how old you were, things like that. But reflect on this time. If you do remember the early 90s there and what was happening in your life. Now, to give you a more recent example, this new beginning happened in your 9th house back in October of 2021 to October of 2023, right now. So this was a new beginning with legal matters, court matters, international matters, citizenship, immigration, teaching, training, travel, long distance travel in particular, religion as well. So that's more of a recent example, but again, different sign, different house. So regardless, Aquarius, this is very exciting for you. This is going to affect multiple areas of your life because it's happening in a key angle of your chart, especially if your midheaven goes right through Scorpio. This is going to be big for you for the next 2 years. So definitely something to be excited about for this month. I think that's about it, Aquarius. So I'm going to wrap it up. So I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Pisces. So Pisces, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So 9th house matters are going to continue to be on your mind. So this is religion. This is spirituality. This is, this is the house of the gods. This is teaching. This is higher education. This is long distance traveling. This is also the justice system, like court matters, legal matters, paperwork, citizenship, immigration, things like that. Sorry, I saw something black coming towards the window and it was a big crow. And I was like, whew, okay, that kind of scared me for a second. So that's going to be the focus continuing this month for you, Pisces. Now, as the sun transitions though into Sagittarius, the focus is going to be on mom, dad, authority figures in your life, or your career. Bosses are going to be in the spotlight possibly, or focus is going to be something to do with or tied to a boss. This is your public reputation. This is your status. So that's going to be the focus for you this month, Pisces. We got to talk about these moons though, because these are really interesting moons. We have a new moon in Scorpio, again in that 9th house that I just mentioned. But the interesting thing here is it's opposing Uranus and it's conjunct Mars. So Pisces, This is an unusual new moon. This is normally when you plant your seeds of intention with regards to ninth house matters, which I still encourage you to do that. But just be mindful that this is pretty feisty energy we have between Mars and Uranus. I would say expect the unexpected. There could be some rapid change, rapid developments coming down the pipe in November. This is also stubborn energy, resisting change type of energy. This might not necessarily be you because you're not a fixed sign, but again, we're in fixed energy here with Taurus and Scorpio. So you could be dealing with some stubborn people or resistance. Like, again, if you're maybe trying to push paperwork through or court matters through or immigration or citizenship or passport information, and you're just being met with delays, that could be a possibility. Now, on the flip side, though, things could come through super fast. You could get this stuff done super fast and out of the blue, and it's like, oh, wow, and it just hits you out of nowhere. And then you got to pivot and shift and change. That could also be this energy because it's pretty rapid with Uranus in the mix. And it's like Uranus, I always say, expect the unexpected, right? So that's the new moon energy. Now the full moon energy is also talking to Mars across the sky in Sagittarius in your 10th house. So I think this full moon will maybe talk to you a little bit louder, Pisces. Let's just put it that way, because it's affecting key areas of your life. Now, this is a culmination point, Pisces. So this is something to do with home, family, foundation, moving, and it's opposing your 10th house of, or sorry, it's opposing Mars in your 10th house of career, public reputation, status. It doesn't matter if you're retired or working. This is whatever it is that you are either known for or that you put yourself out there for. And then there's a T-square here to Saturn, and Saturn is in your first house. So again, there could be tension on the work front, tension with bosses, tension with your parents, tension with authority figures, tension on the home front, or this could be tension with relationships, love, business, or friendships, Pisces. So do be mindful of that at the end of the month. But at the end of the day, this is a transition. This is an ending. This is a moving on from something so you can flow into something new when it comes to the December energies. So keep that in mind. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, Pisces. This is just how the planets, the chips are lying this month, and all we can do is respond. Okay, we can't control external circumstances, but we can respond. That is in our control to do. Now, let's see here. Okay, better news, better news. We have Venus moving into your 8th house. This is a financial house. This is shared resources, shared property. This could be money coming in. This could be money coming in from other sources. So like the government, alimony, your partner's resources could increase at this time. This is a beneficial transit altogether, Pisces, with regards to your finances. This should impact you in a positive way when it comes to your personal finances, material possessions, taxes, debts, loans, inheritance, things like that. And so that's good news, Pisces, for this month. Now, Venus coming together with the South Node, this could be people coming back from the past. So love, business, or friendships coming back from the past. This could also be money that's owed to you, Pisces, coming back from the past. So this could be people paying you back for what you gave them or provided to them who knows how long ago. So this is a really, really nice transit for you, Pisces, when it comes to your finances and resources, and also shared property, shared finances, and also your partner's money if you do have a partner in your life. And then I want to talk about this new beginning. There's a brand new beginning, Pisces, happening in that 9th house. So again, this is legal matters. This is international matters. This is citizenship, immigration, paperwork, the law or court system. This is higher education. This is teaching. This is training. This is long distance traveling. So this is a brand new beginning, Pisces. And this is, depending on if you have anything around 25 degrees of Scorpio, this is going to be trining your Pisces energy. And I love this for you. This is going to just amp up this new beginning for you, Pisces. So think back to October, November of 91 to October, November of 93. That's the last time we had this transit. So I know some of you probably weren't around at that time, or were really, really young. But anyway, think back to that time, Pisces. There might be a similar flavor here playing out over the next 2 years. A more recent example would be Mars and the Sun coming together in your 8th house of that. This is that resources house. We just went over it. Resources, joint finances, property, shared resources, inheritance, taxes, debts, loans. So October 2021 to now is when that energy is, or would have manifested by now. It's wrapping up, and then you're starting a brand new beginning in a travel house, in a religious house, in a teaching house, education. Again, anything to do with international waters, international matters at this point, Pisces. So beautiful new beginning coming in. As I mentioned, watch the energy around these moons, which is pretty much takes us through the whole month. But around the 13th and 27th, I think the energy is going to be a little bit more intense. But regardless, like I said, you're now prepared. Expect the unexpected and just go with the flow, Pisces, and respond. Choose to respond versus react, even though I think it's going to be pretty tempting for all of us to react in these circumstances versus responding. So anyway, Pisces, I wish you a wonderful November, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now.